What's up, wrestling fans, trading card collectors? Welcome to another episode of Wrestling with Cards. Today, we're looking at the 1995 WCW main event card set. Let's check it out. So most are familiar with WCW. They put out several sets of trading cards. They were always kind of the number two to the WWE or WWF at the time, I should say. But so many people like WCW better than WWE. It's kind of like now, where some people like WWE or AEW, one or the other, some like both. And I was a fan of both WCW and WWF at the time. I always loved all wrestling, Monday Night Wars, flipping the channels back and forth. I also loved ECW, as you've seen in previous videos, all the ECW stuff I've been buying. That being said, WCW took a break before they put these cards out. The last card set they put out was actually a 1992 set from Topps, believe it or not, and it was a UK exclusive. For many of you who collect modern wrestling cards or are coming from the sports card world and you're starting to get into wrestling cards, believe it or not, cards from wrestling, in this time period especially, weren't as prevalent. Now, you've got Topps putting out multiple products every year, generally, and Leaf still puts out some wrestling products here and there. But like I said, WCW took a break between 92 and 95 to put these out. In fact, prior to 2005, when Topps obtained the license to do WWE official cards, you were seeing just kind of sporadic releases from here, there, and everywhere, from all different companies, all different brands. You just never know when wrestling cards were going to pop up. It wasn't like, it was a regular thing to have them around, but you didn't have like a yearly or, a calendar release or specific type of product release or anything like that. And this is just another reason why, even through the junk wax era that many like to claim as far as sports cards go, during that same time period, wrestling cards were not junk because they were so low produced, because they didn't have sets coming out every year from multiple companies, multiple sets within the same company. Chase card kind of thing. I mean, they had chase cards, but they weren't like, the rookie card of the year, the Ken Griffey, or whatever that was popular that year. So that's another reason why I say keep buying wrestling cards, because they were just so underproduced compared to all the other sports cards of the late 80s through the mid 90s. These cards were put out by a company called, get ready for this, earth-shattering name, Cards. They also put out Muppets Hockey and Mask, that movie with Jim Carrey. They put out trading cards for that. And they also put out, I think, like Tales from the Crypt. I think they put out some other cards, but that just shows you kind of what level of cards this company was making. And for WCW to pick them, well, interesting choice. With all that being said, perfect time for WCW to put these cards out. Nitro was launching that year. They had just got a new toy line going with the original San Francisco toy makers. So WCW was trying to pump up the popularity, pump out the merchandising. They'd done merchandising before, but I thought this was the perfect timing also to put out a brand new complete set of cards. If you find a complete set of these cards today or a sealed box, you're going to pay quite a bit. Again, not compared to the prices of like sealed Panini basketball or anything like that, but for wrestling cards, the common person is going to think that this is quite a bit. But rightfully so. They had randomly inserted autographs in these. I've never actually seen any pulled or pictures of them. I'm sure they're out there, but I haven't seen them. And also they would put, which was interesting for the time, pay-per-view coupons. So you could get a voucher in your card pack to then get a discount on the pay-per-view when you decided to buy that and watch that. When, pay-per-view is still a thing with wrestling. Another thing that I liked is kind of a little bit of a different approach that Cards company took to doing these WCW cards. Pictures are the cards are very glossy. The pictures are really good. And they brought a couple original ideas to the table as far as like how they ordered the cards and the styles and types of cards that they put into this set. We'll get into those as I'm showing you the cards in these following videos. There are a total of 100 cards in this complete set. There are some other, I'm not going to call them subsets. You've seen in my past video on like the 94 WWF Action Pack set, there were kind of some subsets, which you can check that video out there. There are some kind of different things that they decided to try and do as far as styles of cards. Instead of just repeating the same wrestlers, which they did, they kind of put different twists on it. There were also 2 promo cards in this series, and I'm wondering if they were released as kind of added bonuses to card shop owners who bought cases, kind of like WCW did with their 1991 Impel set with the Sting hologram card that was just kind of randomly thrown in cases, wasn't numbered or part of the set or anything like that. I tried to do some research. I found the cards, but I can't find where or how they were distributed, so that's another interesting chase feature of this set. So without waiting any longer, let's jump into the first 5 cards of the 1995 WCW main event set. So WCW is taking a 3-year break. They're coming back with a brand new card set, and what do they come out with? Card number 1, Wildcat Willie. Woo! Yeah. How exciting, the mascot to kick off your card set with. Remember when I said they brought some original ideas to the table of this set? Well, here you go. Like I said, kicking it off with a WCW mascot, Wildcat Willie. I remember seeing him on Nitro sometimes, but really never understood why they needed a mascot. But then again, I'm not booking the company. What do I know? This friendly feline that serves as WCW's mascot, Wildcat Willie, can be seen ringside at matches. He often enters the ring to showcase his acrobatic skills. Stay in school and stay off drugs. That's the perfect combination of success, he advised. WCW coming with the dad jokes, WCW coming with the stay in school and don't do drugs, which their wrestlers could not adhere to. Nice. Next card, very, very, very iconic card, Hulk Hogan. Now, why is this an iconic card? There's a million Hulk Hogan cards out there. Let me explain. It's an important card for a few reasons. First, this is Hogan's first ever WCW card. And why is that important? Well, his time in WCW is what helped him form the NWO, which is one of the biggest booms, in fact, maybe the biggest boom in pro wrestling history. Not only that, but it's a classic shot of Hulkamania, and we have everything that you've come to know and love about him. Gotta love the big gold belt, ripping the awesome Hulkamania shirt, the colors, Crazy Jimmy Hart in the background down there. What a fantastic photo this is. Everything that I've said on this is one of the reasons it's a key card in the set. This could be a graded opportunity card. A lot of people go after his rookie cards in the 85 Topps set and the Wrestling All-Star set. This could be the next one in line to jump in value, and it's next to nothing right now in price. Hulk Hogan came to WCW in '94 for one reason. His kids, Brooke and Nicholas, who wanted their megastar dad to wear the gold once again. Didn't he just wear the gold before he went here when he was in WWE? Yokozuna beat him. Anyway, yeah. Kayfabe. He claimed that the heavyweight championship in July with a win over Nature Boy Ric Flair. Cool. Next card on the list, one of the best that ever laced up the boots, one of the best that's ever been associated with wrestling, and specifically WCW, Nature Boy Ric Flair. Nothing really special about this card, doesn't make it stand out. Flair's had several WCW cards at this point and after this, so styling and profiling, jet setting and trend setting, that is the Ric Flair way. Truly a wrestling legend, as his 11 heavyweight title reigns will prove. Ric Flair and his figure 4 leg lock will go down in history as the greatest of all time. 100% accurate. Next card, card number 4 in the set, man called Sting. Sting was really the face of the company heading into this set. Prime example of that is them putting out a promo card of him, even though Macho Man had just come over, who is pretty much a bigger star than Sting, but they see Sting as the face of this company for a while, probably the future of the company as well, because he's younger than some of these other stars that are coming in. Eventually, though, I think he's a little overshadowed by Hogan and Savage coming in, because all the attention went to them. But still, top drawing star in WCW, top drawing star of all time, Hall of Famer. Arguably one of the most popular WCW grapplers ever. See, I was just talking about that. Sting is a 6'3", 250-pound, blonde hair, face paint, ball of fire. Scorpion Deathlock and Stinger Splash have carried him to numerous titles since arriving in 1987. I was just talking about Macho Man. Here we go, Macho Man Randy Savage. Same thing about this card could be said about the Hogan card. It's a fantastic photo. Just reminds you of snapping into a Slim Jim and all those commercials. This is also his first WCW card ever released. Considering what he did in WCW along with Hogan, feuding with the NWO, then joining the NWO, this is another card that has high potential to go up, especially if you can get some good graded copies. I traded my Field of Dreams for a Ring of Screams. Oh yeah, said Randy Savage, who played minor league baseball for the Cardinals, Reds, and White Sox. And that from 1971 to 75, which I don't know if many of you knew that. He is now a Babe Ruth-like legend in WCW. Also accurate. So that's it for part 1 of the 1995 WCW main event wrestling card set. Do you have these cards? Do you like these cards? What do you think of these first 5 and my opinions? Let me know down in the comments. While you're there, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss any of my upcoming videos, and you get the alerts as soon as they're posted. Imagine that. That's what an alert's for. While you're there, check out links to social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, specifically Spotify. I do a lot of fun playlists there. I always like to curate music for people to like, always kind of a wide variety. Also, check out the storefronts on eBay, Mercari, and check out my cards where you may see possibly some of this stuff shown in the video on sale. Until next time, see you, wrestling fans.